Good morning and welcome to Monday's edition of Join the Dots. Now yesterday we reviewed our progress to date. We reviewed the key findings that we've had over the 7-8 weeks that we've been presenting Join the Dots. One thing that I hope that you understand is this is not about making money necessarily. It's about finding the truth so that once you have the truth, you can make the best decisions. If you don't have the truth, you can't make the best decisions. And that's why I've been trying to find all the information, all the dots, which we can then join and give you the truth. The truth is most important because based on the truth, you can make the correct decisions. Now, that is no more so in wealth as it is in health. And I'm going to concentrate on health today because what's the point of building wealth if you don't have health? The two go together and you need both, really. So let's think about this because there was a monumental moment yesterday when Dr. Aseem Malhotra presented to the Reform Party in the UK in a totally uncensored, free, truthful way about the harms of the mRNA vaccines. And obviously that relates mainly to COVID. Now this is so important, and maybe I'll lose 70% of you, maybe I'll lose 30% of you, maybe I'll lose 10% of you, maybe I won't lose any of you because you want the truth. If you don't want the truth, go now. Don't listen to health. You don't want your health truth, please don't listen. I don't want to upset you. I'm telling you the truth. Right. Now, the link that I'm going to give you first is the link to John Campbell's site. Now, John Campbell, when I first started watching John, he was a vaccine advocate. He believed in it until the data told him he was wrong. And he was injured. The same happened to Robert Malone. The same happened to Peter McCullough. Now, two other brilliant doctors who weren't actually affected by the vaccine were Pierre Corey and Ryan Cole. And they and Geert van der Bosch formed my famous five with Malone and McCullough. And all my clients had my information from day one. Do not trust the vaccine. Do research, please. And there are, obviously, when you have a problem, you need an answer. So I do say to my clients, and all my clients are using this, there is a protocol, and it's on if you just do a simple Google and say COVID mRNA detox protocol or spike protein detox protocol, you'll get the answer, as best we know it now. Now remember, science takes a long time to be revealed, the truth. The real results take a long time to be revealed. And what did we see in COVID? We saw sheer panic. And in that panic, it allowed the pharmaceutical companies to absolutely gorge on fear. Fear porn, I've mentioned it before. Fear porn was everywhere. I was on Twitter at the time, and X now, and I got banned later on because I told too much truth. They don't like truth. That was the old Twitter. Okay, and the old LinkedIn I was banned. Why? Because I told the truth. And it's now the truth. It's now the accepted truth. Will they reinstate me? No. No. So, what have we got? You have to watch the John Campbell video. All it is Aseem Malhotra's presentation. Now, Aseem actually wasn't vaccine injured. What happened to him was his father died after the vaccine. And his father had been previously head of the British Medical Association, the BMA. So he knew a bit about medicine. And Aseem knew a lot about medicine. And when he saw his previously totally fit father die, he investigated the data more. And that's when he found the truth. So, I want you, now, don't think this is exceptional, please. Don't think this is exceptional. Let's think. Let's use our head. What happened in 1954? Thalidomide. Thalidomide. A German company, Grunenthal, invented a product which they marketed as safe, effective, sedent. Let me have a look. What's this? Oh, I can't read my writing, I'm sorry. Safe and effective were two of the three words they used to describe thalidomide. Safe, effective. Have you heard those two words before? Have you heard them recently? 7 years it took. 7 years. And how many children born limbless, one limb, all sorts of illnesses? How many children were born in those 7 years because the drugs company refused to take it off the market until they were forced in 1961? Smoking. How many people does that affect? Smoking. 7 to 8 million people died every year of cancers derived from smoking. 7 to 8 million. How many years did it take the smoking lobby to be beaten back? Okay? In the 1940s, there was a clear link established between smoking and lung cancer. The 1940s. And by 1958, the year I was born, 44% of Americans believed that smoking caused lung cancer. When was it? Well, I don't say it's still not been stopped. But when did we finally accept? When did the corporate fascists in the tobacco industry, when did they finally accept and be punished for smoking causing lung cancer? You know that. It's happened in our lifetime. This is not rare. This is not unique. Just accept the truth as the data comes out. Yes, I do blame the US administration. I do blame Trump for Operation Warp Speed. You cannot warp speed health. That is a green light for medical corporate fascism. It's a green light to anyone who says, I've got the answer, when everyone in the world is suffering almost unprecedented fear. I've got the answer. And what happened? The main point, I think, from Asim's presentation is that it's now been proved that in the over 70s, you need 2,000 vaccinations to stop one hospitalisation. In the over 90s now, in 2025, in the over 90s, you now need 7,000 vaccines to stop one person over 90 from having a hospitalisation. Meanwhile, 1 in every 800 causes a serious adverse event across the age spectrum. All ages. 1 in 800 suffers a severe adverse reaction. Do you understand those numbers? Now, I'm going to link it to something else, because I think there's something much, 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 much bigger even than just simple corporate fascism, medical fascism, utter greed at the expense of the population going on here. But you have to join dots from all over the world, and they're very complicated, but we'll get there as we proceed through this journey of join the dots. One of the viewers, Tommy Ray 6388, thank you very much, Tommy, gave me a link to a presentation by Ivor Cummings, and it was an interview of Michael Yon. This was recorded in November 24, so this is what, 11 months ago, 10 months ago now. You must watch this video. It's an hour long. It's taken me 4 hours so far to annotate it for clients, and I've only got to 45 minutes. So that's how detailed it is. It is a brilliant interview. You don't have to agree with everything, you just have to listen and think. It also links in, and I've mentioned this before, Brett Weinstein and the Darien Gap, and who funded the clearance of that gap to allow migrants, they're called, but watch the interview, through from Colombia to Panama and up into America. You need to watch it. There are some hideous dots out there. We're just going to join them. Because at the end of the day, I'm sure you understand by now, your wealth will be affected by every truth out there. And there's no more important a truth out there at the moment than the dangers, known, proven, documented dangers of mRNA vaccines. And guess what I heard this morning? One of my clients sent me this morning. Russia has just announced that it has an mRNA vaccine that totally cures cancer. I kid you not. I kid you not. The timing, think about it. The timing. Just after Robert F. Kennedy announces that he has cancelled $500 million of investment into mRNA vaccines. The timing. In my world, since I've been looking at these things, and it's a long time now, 20, 30 years, I never believed in coincidences until they were proven to be a coincidence. There's no such things out there. Okay, it's not a friendly world, it's not a peaceful world, it's not a people-friendly world. But it's a world we have to deal with. And if we're going to succeed in preparing for things we can't avoid, we're going to have to look at the truth. We're going to have to find the truth. As Gregory Mannarino says, the truth is a lion. Set it free, it will do the rest. And that truth on mRNA vaccines for COVID particularly is coming out now, but you won't see it unless you look for it. Because the journals, the media, the government, the health authorities, the doctors, they're all now complicit. So it's in none of their interests to let you have the truth. Think about that, okay? Hopefully tomorrow we'll come back with more financial news, but please understand, if you don't have health, what's the point of wealth? Okay, thank you very much.